If you change your inner emotional landscape, you will change your whole life. Just think about a day when you woke up feeling extra good for no reason. Get out of bed, you look out the window, the sun is shining brighter, the birds are singing more beautifully. You look over at your partner and they look just like they did when you first met them and you first fell in love. And the coffee even tastes better. And all of your interactions throughout the day go better. Maybe you even find some money on the street. Now think about a day when you woke up feeling extra bad for no reason. You didn't want to get out of bed. You get out, you stub your toe, the sky's extra gray, you look over at your partner, you're like, it's them again. You spill coffee on yourself, all of your interactions are worse, your boss is a pain in the ass, you're feeling resentful, and so on. Now maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. You've probably experienced something like this before in your life, like we all have. So basically, whatever our kind of automatic inner vibration is, that's what we're going to get more of in the world, right? Whatever we're putting out, whether consciously or unconsciously, is what we're going to get back. And these things will reinforce each other, right? Whatever we're getting from the outside is going to feed the fire that's already burning in us, whether it's a positive one or a negative one. So the question becomes, how do I tune myself to a higher emotional vibration to experience more of the kind of life that I want to experience? Now, this is what like a lot of new age spirituality is all about, right? Just put out more positivity and you'll live a nicer life, right? Now, it's not as simple as it's often cracked up to be. There's a big catch with this, and the catch is that we have to actually feel what we're wanting to feel. We have to actually be feeling what we're saying we're feeling. If we just say positive affirmations in a way that is trying to push the negative out, if we're trying to be grateful when we really feel resentful, if we're doing any of that, what we're doing is we're creating an incoherent state in ourselves between our emotions and our thoughts. And that incoherence is going to have the opposite effect of what we're going for. Now, it is possible to do this, but we have to do it right. So you've probably heard that a gratitude practice is one of the strongest practices that you can implement in your life to do this. And it is, but you got to do the right kind of practice. And it just so happens that this has been scientifically studied. And one of the most powerful practices, which I got from a neuroscientist, Andrew Huberman, is a practice in which you actually receive gratitude rather than give gratitude. And that might seem kind of counterintuitive at first, like, well, that's not right. I should be grateful, right? And if you even have that thought, I should be grateful in your mind, then you're actually coming from a kind of negative place, right? Should is a kind of punitive kind of vibration, right? So it just so happens that when we do a practice like this of receiving more gratitude, we will automatically actually start to feel more gratitude. Okay, so one of the keys to really opening your heart, which is just another way of saying living a more emotionally open, balanced, peaceful, positive life, is this kind of flow of energy of giving and receiving. So in order to be truly grateful, we have to receive gratitude first. Now, this practice is very simple. And basically, all it involves is remembering a time when you did something genuinely for somebody else and they genuinely thanked you. Okay? Simple as that. Now, if you can't remember such a time, you can even do it with another story. You can think about a movie where you saw something like this happen, or a true story, or somebody you know. The important thing is that you identify with the emotional state of the person receiving the gratitude. Okay? So why don't we try this right now? And I'm going to add a few things to the practice that are going to make it even stronger. Okay? If you put yourself in a slightly relaxed meditative state beforehand, it'll be easier to do this. It'll be easier to sink into the emotional state that you're creating for yourself. And then if you do something like a mantra or a visualization afterward, to kind of let that vibration set and to let it kind of go out into the world from you, that will make it more powerful too. So altogether, this shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, maybe only 3. Okay, so are you ready? Take a moment to think about a story like this. Okay, have you got it? Good. Now, before we do that, I want you to close your eyes and just breathe in through your nose and exhale a nice long exhale through your mouth. Again, take a nice deep breath through your nose and a nice long exhale through your mouth. One more time. In through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. Now just feel the chair under you and hear the sounds in the environment. Notice your breath and your heartbeat. And now recall this time when you did something genuinely for somebody else and they genuinely thanked you. Where were you? Who was there? What was the context? What did this person need? What did you do? What did they say? And how did you feel? Now just really let that feeling in. Notice where you feel it in your body. And now just let this scene go and bring your attention down to your heart. Put your left hand over the center of your chest and your right hand over the left. And imagine a little white pearl there in the center of your chest, sitting inside of a white lotus. And all around you is a golden egg. And now just chant a few times this heart-opening mantra. Shreem. Feeling that golden light radiate out around you. Shreem. Shreem. And just sit here for a moment. Just feeling this beautiful open feeling, sense of lightness, sense of expansion. And if any feelings of gratitude arise in you, beautiful. Now come back to me. So that was very simple, right? That was under 5 minutes for sure. Yeah, you can do this every day. And in fact, all you have to do is just think about the story. I added a few more steps to make the practice even more powerful. But if you were to just do this for a minute every day, you would see the benefits from it. So give it a shot. Now, before I go, I just want to mention that I offer coaching for people who are on a path of awakening. When I talk about awakening, I mean if you've had an experience that has just completely radically altered your perception of reality and you don't know what to do with it and how to integrate that back into your life and kind of live in the world, or if you're having little glimpses of something, you're starting to understand that there's something more than the reality that you're used to, and how to find out more about that, how to experience more of that. Or if you just feel like your life is breaking down in some way, like the things that used to bring you joy and meaning no longer do so, or you're at a kind of turning point or a crisis and don't know where to go from there. These are all things that I've experienced in various ways and that I've helped many people with. And if that is something that appeals to you, if that's something that you're going through, just check it out on my website, 21stcenturyalchemy.com. That word is all spelled out, TWE, and so on. So I hope that this practice was useful for you. If so, please let me know in the comments how it went for you. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.